So every once in a while, I like to do a little Raspberry Pi project, and I've got a couple of monitors, like one on my wall over here that kind of does the job, but its viewing angles are garbage, and it's an old laptop screen that I converted into a portable-ish monitor. I've got this little Raspberry Pi case that kind of does the job. It's got a 320 by 240 resolution, though, and the viewing angles are just garbage. So luckily, though, a company called Outjun reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in reviewing their 1024 by 600 IPS panels. So in this video, I want to take just a couple of minutes to show you the unboxing, what you get in the box, kind of the process of putting everything together, and then just kind of going from there. So let's jump over to all of that, and then we'll come back and wrap all of this up. Okay guys, so let's take a look at the Outjun 7-inch IPS portable monitor here. Obviously it comes in a good looking box, very simple, to the point. That's the only thing on any of it. It's pretty standard there. So we'll go ahead and slide this out. Again, nothing on any of this. So let's shake this out like that. This, I believe, is a screen protector to go on it. It sure is. So we're going to set that aside. I didn't expect that, so I'm stoked that there's a screen protector in there. Some packaging, nice thick foam. I dig that. That's really good packaging there. Inside, right here on the top, we've got our monitor. There was an anti-static bag, one of these in there, but I've already taken it out and looked at it, and it was hard enough to get it out. I didn't want to try to put it back in, so just set that aside. Of course, we'll do the peel here. This thing looks really good, very shiny. I really like that. Looks like if you flip it over, you can kind of see it's got some thin bezels around the top and sides, a little bit of a thicker bezel at the bottom there, but still looks all right. Still very minimal for as small as it is. If we flip it over, we can kind of get an idea of some stuff going on here. Let's refocus. There we go. So we've got all of our function buttons. We've got up and down, we've got menu, we've got power. Across the top, we've got two 8 ohm 2 watt speakers, so I like that there's speakers included there. That's pretty cool. If we flip over to the side, we've got two different power inputs here. Let's see if I can, oops, there we go. So we've got one that's just the power for the unit, and then there's a second 5 volt that actually is for the touchscreen portion of things. So you will need to power both of those if you want all of the functionality. But if you don't care about the touchscreen, you don't need to power the 5 volt touch. So that's just something to keep in mind. Below that, we've got an HDMI port here. And what I really like about this is this little clip right here. We'll get into that. But what that is it comes with an additional HDMI cable. And I'll show you that here in a minute. And then on the back, there are some risers here so you can actually mount your Raspberry Pi to the back of this. Now, I've got a Raspberry Pi 3 that I'm going to mount to the back of this. I don't know if the Raspberry Pi 4 has the same mounting dimensions. So I know a Raspberry 3 will mount here just fine. If the Raspberry Pi 4 has the same mounting dimensions, then you can mount that here as well. So I think that pretty much covers everything there. So we'll set that aside. More packaging, and we get into the bottom where all of our accessories are. So we've got two micro USB cables here. There we go. So we've got two of those so that we can plug in and power everything that we need to power. Those are actually fairly long, I believe. These are probably 3 feet each, maybe a little bit more. 4 feet, 3 or 4 feet each. So it comes with two of these. That's pretty cool. Obviously it comes with a single wall wart here. Probably a 5 volt 2 amp. Yep, 5 volt 2 amp there. Maybe hard to read through that sticker. But it's 5 volt 2 amp. You also get an HDMI cable here. This one's probably 4 or 5 feet long. Focus, there we go. And it's actually branded Outjun as well on both ends actually. But it does come with that HDMI cable. It comes with a micro or a mini. I can never remember which one this is. It's the teeny tiny one. I never remember if it's micro or mini, but it comes with an adapter to go from this size to a standard size here. So that's pretty cool. Here is an HDMI ribbon cable. So this end will plug into your Raspberry Pi, and this other ribbon cable end that you can see there will actually plug in right here behind the HDMI cable here. So they're on the same bus there, so this will just plug in, and then we can plug this into our Raspberry Pi. It comes with a little stylus here. Let's get this open. So it's got the rubber tip on it for stylus purposes. Also, pen, black ink. So a little black ink pen with a stylus on it. That's cool. That'll actually probably come in pretty handy there. And then it's got a couple of fairly heavy, feels like hard plastic stands that will screw in to these mounting holes. Come on, focus, work with me here. There we go. So this will just slide right in. Then we can put a screw in and mount these to the feet. So that's pretty cool. And then it's got some different screws and some more standoffs. We're going to use those standoffs just to get a bit more clearance to make everything fit a little more neatly. So let's go ahead and put this thing together. I guess I should also mention it comes with a user's manual that's got all kinds of information in there that explains everything about the device. So if you want to look at that, it's there as well. So since I recorded that little bit about the putting everything together, that sort of thing, I did change out the cables to have some right angle or some down cables versus just the cables that kind of stick off to the side. These are kind of more right angle. They tuck the cables back a little nicer. So I went ahead and did that. While I do appreciate the cables that came with the Outjun monitor screen thing, I really wanted something that kind of was a bit more aesthetically pleasing for me. So I swapped out those cables for these cables. But I really do dig the color depth. The viewing angles on this thing are great. Overall, just really happy with this. Normally this retails for about 65 bucks, but last time I checked, there's a $10 off coupon And I've got a special link to get you guys 20% off your purchase for this screen. So in the description, there will be an affiliate link where you can go get at least 20% off your purchase. There's still maybe like a $10 off coupon on that page as well. So really good deal. Great little monitor here for doing little projects. I love that it's a touch screen. Just overall, really happy with this thing. So if you want to pick one of these up for yourself, check out the affiliate link in the description down below to get at least 20% off your purchase. But I think with all of that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up for now. As always, thanks for your time. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you in the next video.